Today in the crypto space, the bloodbath continues. Bitcoin coming down below the $97,000 level, Ethereum down approximately 4%, and the rest of the crypto space, these altcoins are deep in the red, and some of us are thinking about buying some dips. In today's video, I want to talk about the general market. I want to use Bitcoin as a leading indicator, but more importantly, I want to talk about one project, one layer one that I'm super bullish on, and that project is called Fantom. So you know what? Let's talk about the news, let's analyze the charts, and let's strategize to capitalize. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and let's get right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On the channel, we talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the altcoins looking for opportunity. Whether we go up or down, bearish or bullish, it doesn't matter. All we want to do is stay one step ahead of the market so that we can capitalize on any of the volatility. And if you appreciate the strategy, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, including the live streams at 8 p.m. EST, where we talk about crypto news and price action. Guys, if you have any projects you want me to cover here on the channel, feel free to let me know in the chat. You can hit me up on the socials. The links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. All right, guys, let's begin. Let's see what's going on with this market. We can see that the sell-off continues, guys. Unfortunately, of course, we anticipated this. I've been saying that we needed to be very critical at the levels that we were because of obviously the froth that existed in the market. Now, I'm not saying that we have to get super bearish here or get into a super bearish stance. I'm talking about short-term scenarios. How low could we go? Who knows? But ultimately, when we see signs of a bottom and support, we'll start DCAing again, accumulating spot bags, accumulating, some margin positions and so on. But as of now, guys, don't try to catch that falling knife. Yeah, if you want to DCA and buy small little bags as it comes down, that's totally fine because you're diversifying your risk by laddering in very, very slowly, and that's fine. But I would always ensure that you have a bit of capital to buy structure. Okay, wait for some sort of, level of confidence that you can get into with confluence in the chart. And that's super, super important so that you don't run out of capital. The worst thing that you can do at the current moment is overbuy too quickly and then you run out. And obviously, this is a very, very important conversation, right? This is something that a lot of individuals, especially newcomers, are dealing with. We had a very in-depth conversation on this concept on the Discord, guys. I encourage everybody that is new to the space, join the Discord, ask some questions, get involved, join the live streams and so on, because community is the way you're going to be able to navigate this bull run very successfully. We can see the overall market cap rolling over here, coming down. And of course, what concerns me the most is the trading volume. You can see that the volume is increasing as the market cap is falling, which gives you the indication that market participation is in agreement, in accordance with this sell-off. So the sell pressure continues. So this is one of the things that we have to understand. If we're getting volume, that tells you that people are selling, right? And why are they selling? Because maybe they feel it's time to de-risk. Maybe it's time to, find some fire sales in the market, put it on sale so we can buy them all up again, pick up some more bullish bids, and go up for another higher high. And that's exactly what I plan on doing in the next little while. So previous to this dump, I was very defensive in the sense that I was like, okay, now is not time to open long-term trades. Now is the time to get into short-term trades. Get in and get out like a ninja. Those are the exact words. That's the exact strategy. Take profit, scale out of your major riskier positions, raise capital, be prepared for dips. Now that we are here, we can slowly start building our offensive strategy so we can redeploy and get back into the market when it is appropriate time to be offensive, risk on again. So a good trader can define defensive, offensive strategy and apply the offensive and defensive strategy when it's time to take risk and when it's not time to take risk. This is what makes a trader good. Okay, a good trader knows exactly how to play the sentiment of the market. Okay, so let's keep on going down. Let's go see what's going on here with the top 100, and then we'll take a look at Bitcoin, and then we'll take a look at Fantom, because I want to use Bitcoin as an indicator, because if Bitcoin keeps on falling, we're going to see a lot of these altcoins, including Fantom, fall. So I want to use Bitcoin as an indicator. And of course, guys, join me live tonight at 8 p.m. EST. We'll have the discussion, join the Discord, and all of that good stuff. All right, let's continue. We'll see Ethereum rolling over. Everything's rolling over here, guys. The overall sentiment is still there. We have another day of double-digit dips, okay, throughout the market. Altcoins are getting hurt a little bit more. Now, I do see some of those altcoins, some altcoins still holding up pretty nicely, but the majority of the market in the altcoin market is rolling over. We have random anomalies like Hyperliquid doing pretty good. Obviously, based on the hype, the recent hype of the project, it is holding up strong. However, guys, I would anticipate that if Bitcoin comes down for another major dip, we are coming down, and a lot of these projects are going to be coming down even further. Now, I hate to be super bearish here, but I'm not. I'm saying short-term bearish. If we get a full reset on the 4-hour time frames across the market with some signs of divergence at horizontal supports where we can enter a change of character in the price structure, then I am interested. Then I will be deploying capital. If not, I'm waiting for a daily reset, which means that we could come down a lot more in the next little while. Okay, so again, we'll talk about the targets in the next little bit when we talk about Bitcoin, and then we'll jump into Fantom. As you can see, the rest of the market is red, guys. Double-digit dips everywhere across the market. Again, random anomalies. Solana swap is doing okay here. Even though it's down for the day, it's up significantly in the week, so that's totally fine. And of course, lots of rejections and rollovers. Beam is actually doing pretty good. One of my conviction plays for the gaming narrative. Now, I could roll over still. You can see that it's testing bottoms once again, guys. If it breaks character to the downside, I will be buying dips across the market very, very soon, and Beam is on my buy list. This is a sign of strength, okay? Going sideways and neutralizing negative momentum is a sign of strength, but meanwhile, it could still dip, and that's the opportunity I definitely want to take advantage of. All right, guys, so the market in general, I'm going to scrape right through this. You can see in general it is looking a little bit weak. Even Radium got a nice V recovery there, but again, a lower high, confirmation high, it's not a good look. If it rolls over again, it comes down for a lower low. Guys, this is the way the market kind of does its thing. Peaks and valleys, ebb and flows, and ultimately you don't want to be trapped up. If you're a bull right now, you don't want to be trapped up for another lower low. So be careful, wait for the change of character, wait for a confirmation low that is higher than the previous, and look for the bullish divergence and all that good stuff. And of course, we'll be talking about charts every single day here on the channel. Let's move on. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, guys. I know you're here to talk about charts, so let's begin. Let's see what's going on here with the heavyweight of the market, Bitcoin, showing a bit of weakness here. Definitely breaking down below the diagonal. We classified this as a very important level earlier on in previous videos, but right now we're testing levels. We're testing the patience of all the bulls. Ultimately, are we going to capitulate? Are we going to be down a lot lower? Is it time to be buying the dips? Let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail. Now, Bitcoin hanging around here is totally fine. We're still very bullish. I just want to be clear here. Very bullish. Change of character did not happen. We did not make a lower low yet here on the daily time frame. And on the daily, we're still okay. The problem is that I'm still not interested in getting risk on right now, right? If I'm going to take risk, it's still going to be a short-term move, right? Even if it's shorts, if I'm going short in this market, it's still a short-term move. It's quick, get in and get out, like a ninja. Like I always say, in times of uncertainty and signs of distribution and accumulation ranges, it's really good to be quick on your toes, so that way you can get in and get out and defend yourself easily. Now, at this rate, if we end up doing rolling over here and doing what the momentum suggests, which you can see, class A bearish divergence, higher highs on the price action, lower highs on the momentum, and the same thing with the trend. This expansion, the last expansion was quite weak, suggesting like, yeah, maybe we are going to roll over eventually. So what we have to do is prepare for this. Prepare for the worst case scenario. And that is the individual that is going to have cash on the side just in case we see Bitcoin dip a little bit further. Now, I'm just going to quickly say, I would be very excited to see Bitcoin come down to about 87,000. If it does, I'm ready to go. If it falls and hits a absolute bearish target of about 77, guys, it's still possible. I'm ready to go. For me, it's a little bit more unlikely for this to happen, but it's still in the realm of possibility. As you can see, there's a legacy trend that we've kind of built right into this level that could be respected at any given point. It could even be right here. We could end up rolling over. The problem is time. February 25th, guys, that's going to be crazy to have to wait for a massive rollover like this. We're in a bull run. I think dips are going to be quick. They're going to be very aggressive. They're going to be bought up very aggressively to the point that we're going to make quick recoveries and start bouncing. So if we do come down here and we get oversold in this market, we see signs of divergence, I am not going to hesitate. I am going to be deploying capital here heavily at this level and ensuring that I have a plan set in place to raise more capital, or have capital left still on the side to deploy even more just in case we come down to this zone. Remember, the market's main objective is to induce as much pain as possible to the most profitable individuals. And if you are new to the space, don't get comfortable with your profits there, because ultimately they are not profits until they're realized. Take profit off the table, because on red days, that is when you're going to get the reward. Okay, so this is where we're at here with Bitcoin. I'm not here to take risks. So even if you look in the 4-hour time frame and you can see what's really happening here from a more detailed perspective, we're breaking that trend. A backtest on that trend in the short term, a bit of relief to the upside, and a rejection would be another confirmation that we're rolling over in a bigger way. You can see that the momentum is looking to get oversold. Do we get down to this level? Well, we came down low before, once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times, and this time right here we actually got oversold. Is it time to see this rollover, as you can see, actually come down and get oversold once again? If it does, guys, buy the dip. Opportunities are going to be around the corner. Okay, so be prepared, guys. That's it. That's Bitcoin. Bitcoin at the end of the day has been doing a great job, but this looks like it might eventually roll over. The hang time looks really, really heavy here, especially if we start breaking below $94,000. It gets a little bit hectic. All right, let's move on. Guys, we'll talk about Bitcoin dominance, and all of that in tonight's live stream. It is a great time and place for you to make requests on any projects that you're interested in. I take requests, I look at charts, I give you setups, we talk about price action, and we prepare. We prepare for any of the volatility that is going to come around the corner. Let's take a look at Fantom. Fantom, honestly, you know, it did okay. It did okay. I know the dip was pretty big. I get it. It did okay because it got a nice little bounce, and it respected TA. The 200 EMA here on the 4 hours, pretty good. It came as low as about 27% dip. If you look on the daily, it doesn't even look that bad. The reality is if we close a daily candle above this level right here, which I kind of like because of the volume that we have and the confluence that we have here on the previous high, I think that we can get some support here, and we can eventually maybe flag out here. It's also very possible. However, until we get a flag, which means some sort of consolidation in this level, and eventually look for a potential continuation, I am expecting, until we get this, I am expecting a full retracement to levels where pain is going to be induced. The first level is right here with all this level of liquidity at about 80 cents. The next level is breaking back into the structure that we've built right into the zone and hunting liquidity right here at the point of control. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't think we're going to come that low, but it could be. I am mentally, psychologically preparing my portfolio to induce that pain and prepare to buy the dip. Okay, so I've been raising capital for the last little while, and I am getting excited to deploy into some great fire sales. And if Fantom does come down there, I'm ready to go. So ultimately, my first target would be, let's see what happens right now. Okay, if we build that structure, I will be deploying into the structure. If we break below and do not form structure and get into a bigger retracement coming down to this level, I would like to see a reaction on this previous high and on this node of volume that picks up at about 82 cents to about 80 cents. This is what I'm looking for. This is where I would be looking for a nice rounded bottom. You guys know I like those rounded bottoms. When we get into those rounded bottom zones, I'll be looking to deploy capital for a potential support zone. And that's what I would be doing. So slow and steady. Now, if we look at oscillators across the market, it's not just Fantom, is looking for a reset. Now, this is the daily. Do we get fully reset down here, guys? It's possible. However, we haven't done it in a good while, right? We've been making higher highs on momentum. This is our first rejection from all this moment that we've been here in overbought conditions. The expansion went crazy. The volatility went crazy. Everything was really crazy and frothy here on Fantom, and now we got our first dip. So how much lower do we go? Let's wait for the reset. How much lower do we go? Maybe the 4 hour. Let's see what the 4 hours got. Are we almost reset? We're almost there. We're almost there where we could potentially say the risk of going long has diminished significantly, right? If we get the purple line oversold below the 30% mark, give us bullish divergence, give us signs of horizontal support. And again, the horizontal support maybe right around here where we are right now. Might hesitate here a little bit longer and get that bounce. Now, what I'm worried about is if we do get a 4 hour bounce right around this level based on the oversold condition on the 4 hour, as you can see, it could be possible right under here that we get some relief, right? If we do that and we make a lower high, guys, if we make a lower high, it's going to be a confirmation high. A lower high is basically pretty bad here because after this zone, you know, and seeing the momentum, you know, diverge and eventually roll over, a confirmation high like this would be just a lower high, and then a break of this low would be a lower low, and then we start coming down down, it starts to look pretty bad. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Usually we take the stairs up and the elevator down. The dips are swift, they're strong, and then all of a sudden the recoveries in a bull run are also swift and strong. So I could expect a quick flash dip and a quick recovery, and then obviously a V recovery is obviously something that we all appreciate if we catch the bottom. So keep that in mind. The 4-hour is also looking pretty bearish on the trend oscillator. EMA is facing down, red histogram bars, and the EMAs fell into the bearish control zone after multiple drives of bearish divergence. So for me, there's no indication at the current moment that I want to get super risk on unless I'm willing to literally buy this bounce and take profit on a lower high. I wouldn't be holding longer until the daily or something gives me another edge. There's no edge in this market. Look at the trend oscillator here. EMA's crossed down, red histogram bars. Am I going to be taking risk right now on Fantom? Although I am bullish on Fantom, guys. You guys know that is a big part of my portfolio. Ultimately, if we do a quick recovery right now, a V recovery and go up for higher highs, I'm happy about it. Fine, so be it. I didn't deploy capital. But if I deploy all in at the current moment and it comes down to this level, guys, I'll regret it. I'd rather hold off a little bit of my dry powder to buy here than to deploy all into here, because really it doesn't make a difference for me if I get in down here or even down here. I want to get in at a position of strength. Right now it's not really convincing to me that this is a position of strength. We can fall a little bit lower, and I want to take full advantage of the lower prices if we do get them. All right, guys, so that's that. Generally speaking, the market is looking quite bearish, guys. Keep those emotions at bay. We will definitely flip really bullish once we get confirmations and be deploying capital very soon. Guys, if I've offered you any value in this video, do the channel a massive favor. Slap the like button. It does really help out with the algorithm. If you want to follow me on the socials, the links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. Take care, guys. See you tonight at 8 p.m. Have a good one, and don't forget, buy the dip.